Good day, creative friends. I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to be doing something super simple, but just as every bit as satisfying as any others that I've done. And since I'm still exploring, as is the theme for this month, I decided to play with some text and a color that I've never used before. This color that I'm referring to is Black Mica by Finetech. It's from their Collier line, and it's this beautiful, highly granulating black. It gives me the vibes of a graphite, like a water-soluble graphite. It's a joy to play with. The other colors that I'll be using are quinacridone gold and transparent red oxide, and of course a little bit of gold. And I'm working on BeePaper, which is 140 pound in weight and cold press. As usual, all the supplies will be listed in the description, and if you're watching on a computer, all you have to do is click on show more right underneath the video window, and this will expand the description, and you just have to scroll down until you see supplies list. And if you're watching on a mobile device, it's a little different. There's a little arrow, like a down arrow, right underneath the video to the right, and if you click on that, it will expand also the description. A trick I use often when I'm not sure where to put an element on a painting is to draw it or write it on a piece of acetate, and then that way you can move it around and see where it fits best, because it allows you to see the painting through it. It also helps minimize the amount of times you have to erase because you're not satisfied with where you have put the letters. So it's a good trick. I use it quite often. And my initial intention with this quote was to write half of it in black and then the rest in white, but I couldn't figure out the proper placement for the white letters, and I was seeing this box that would fit the word point and so I decided to box in that just that word and write it in white. And it's not my first choice, but I think it's all right. I like it. I had a wonderful phone conversation with a friend today, and it reminded me of this month's theme, which is exploration. She was saying that what she misses the most during this confinement is the feeling of being limited with her outings. She's the type of person that has a thirst for exploring the world, for experiencing different people, different environments. And so we discussed around that topic for a while. And then when I hung up, I realized how lucky we are to be feeling that way. And this may sound totally crazy, but just the fact that we miss it means we have so much yet to experience and to learn. Imagine a world where we would know it all. How weird that would be. No discoveries to be had, no untamed territories to explore. Wouldn't that be boring? And I forgot to film this part where I added this line of gibberish. It's not even words that I wrote, it's just scribbles, and also the gold line. So here I am demonstrating to you what you have missed. Wow. This week's video took me in all sorts of directions to finally settling for this abstract piece, which allowed me to explore with text as a graphic element. And I love letters and numbers and characters, and especially the groupings of them. I find them interesting. And the quote resumes quite well the conversation I had. If you have all the answers, you are missing the point. And I think it's so true. It's not in the destination, which I equate to the answers, but it's really in the journey. And if we have all the answers, we'd be in trouble, because that would mean that we have stopped learning, we have stopped discovering. That is a very bad thing. And just like that, the painting is done. I know it's quite simple, but I've enjoyed every bit of it. It was fun to figure out where to put the text, and sometimes simple is best. So I wish you a week full of discoveries and explorations, whether it's through a conversation with a good friend, a documentary you watch, online browsing, or even better, a new way you create or a new medium you try. Make it count and be aware of it. We have so many resources at our disposal. Absorb it all, put it in your brain bank of joys, and repeat. All right. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I thank you all so very much for watching. I'd like to also thank my awesome patrons for their support of my creative journey on Patreon. Patreon's an online platform that allows you to offer financial support, and in return you get exclusive benefits such as extra videos, work in progress photos, extra tips that I like to share. I've been sharing my art on Patreon since November 2015. So by becoming a member, you unlock all the posts and rewards that are pertaining to your membership level as far back as November 2015. You'll find a link to my Patreon page in the description of this video as well. As usual, I'm looking forward to reading your comments. Please stay safe and healthy, keep creating, and I will see you soon.